Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. He go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we loud, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Can in the touchlight every corner, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get it higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not they off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Poor man picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This man not the off in mind. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Bó bá ṣe eré, àní Maiyegun máa wí. Ó sì tún ṣe eré, wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun diary Politico.
I know that I'm going to be the one to wake many of you up in America and so many other places. But I mean, whenever you have the time of watching the broadcast, if you are not joining me live, it is a very, very crucial broadcast that you probably should watch. I mean, don't miss it if you are not currently joining us live. However, it is the updates on the latest developments. So share the broadcasts before we get started.
Ani esunraki,
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú esunraki,
Maiyegun ti dé.
ani esunraki.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook,
Maiyegun ti dé.
ani esunraki.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube,
Maiyegun ti dé.
ani esunraki.
Maiyegun ti
Thank you.
Ọba bá gbé wúrẹ́,
Maiyegun máa wí.
ani esunraki.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ,
Maiyegun máa wí.
ani esunraki.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Presido bá rúfin o,
Maiyegun máa wí.
ani esunraki.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Gómìnà gbówó jẹ,
Maiyegun máa wí.
ani esunraki.
Maiyegun today. Thank you very much from wherever you are watching from. Yes, this is Maiyegun live. As we are all basking in the euphoria of the shocking news of the release of Oloye Sunday Igboho, it is not so shocking to so many of us, but it is still really shocking too to majority of us as well. At least whatever happened, however it happened, Igboho is free. You may be reading a lot of things out there right now, okay? I just want you to know one thing, right? Majority of them are not true. The reason why they are not is because, yes, the media frenzy and so many other things that, for example, Igbo was released into the hospital to go and get medical attention and he can't leave Benin Republic. That is not true. Igbo is currently safe, well protected and provided for in Benin Republic until further action, which majority of them are always kind of going to be news when they happen rather than letting the cat out of the bag as we speak. But there's something that got us involved on Maiyegun's diary Politico in all of this. First, it was us showing concerns, complaining, lamenting, organizing protests all over the world to call the attention of the world to the illegal detention of Oloye Sunday Igboho in Benin Republic for 7 months. Every effort, every move seemed not working. But they were actually working, but they might be slower than we all expected. But eventually, it has come to pass that, it finally worked. So from our concerns, after 7 months, we felt like, no, we are not going to be able to pick up arms and all of that to fight anyone for the release of Igboho. We are not going to probably, do other things than go legal on this. If we indeed want to intervene to help a man, that is when we said, okay, he's not alone. There are other people who are also the victims of the state-sponsored terrorism. And we will also need to reach out to them too. But we can't really do anything for anyone if we don't have the consent of the man, which is the arrowhead of it all, Oloye Sunday Igboho. So we all agreed that Maiyegun, some of you even told me that I don't need to go and ask him. You don't need to go and ask him, Maiyegun, let's do it. We want to help. I said, listen, we cannot cry more than the bereaved. And you cannot shave a man's head behind his back. He has to be present. So I followed my own way. If he wants it, we will give it to him. And not just himself, including everyone that is identified as one of those persecuted. So yeah, he gave his consent. And we came back onto Maiyegun's diary Politico, which now got us now involved from being alarmed to being concerned, now to getting involved. That's the journey. So last week, or let me say 2 weeks ago, when we launched a fundraiser to not just give legal support, including financial support to those who are victims of this barbarity. People died. Yes, people died. And in order for everyone to know that, we never forgot you and we will never forget you. Last 2 weeks, we launched a fundraiser. You see, this fundraiser initially didn't go down well with many people because many of them misconstrued what our intention was. And as I speak to you right now, many of them, they are still not sure of what our intention is exactly because they choose not to. However, we have been as open as possible when it comes to what we are doing and why. So we started raising funds. As we were raising funds, I was reaching out to those. I spoke to a few people, especially few among those who were arrested with Oloye. Who were arrested at Oloye Sunday Igboho's house. Yes, I did. I spoke with Lady K, especially Lady K. I just wanted to hear from them. How have they been coping? How has it been? What has it been like? What about and I heard a lot. Some of them I won't share with you, but just to let you know that our intention is called intervention. So if you have anyone who probably tell you anything otherwise than what I'm telling you or what I've told you, they are telling you based on their own assumption, and they are not speaking for me. I speak for you, my friends, who are my donors today. So 2 weeks ago that we started the fundraiser, 2 weeks ago, we had a contact with a law firm. We had a chart, an extensive one that Oloye Sunday Igboho himself was aware of because he had to. He's the one that will be represented if we have to take our fight that we intend to take to Benin Republic at the time. Then we agreed on something. That's why I said that his release yesterday ordinarily should have come since Friday. But that doesn't really matter anymore. But the reason why you should know, or why I mentioned that, is this. 2 weeks ago when we were having that chat, okay, we're going to talk to the lawyer, you're going to talk to him, and then this is going to be the plan. And don't worry, we're going to pay for all of that. We're going to take care of all of that. And once we are done with that, then we can take care of any other thing, like your welfare, other people, and reach out as we plan. That's our plan. And he told me, he said, Maiyegun, we are working on something. But it's not the first time we are working on something like this, that eventually it didn't work out or they just delayed it for their own reasons. You see, this lawyer, this legal approach and the rest that you and the friends of Maiyegun want to do, can we wait for another week? Because I'm expecting this that they are doing to come back by Thursday next week. That's what he told me. I said, fine, no, on your own terms, when you're ready. In fact, we haven't even heard from the lawyer that if he's going to take the job, but he's thinking about it and he's going to get back to me next week, Friday. Friday, then Friday is fine. So we agreed that, you know what, whatever you are working on, I pray it worked out this time around. Maybe we will not even need any lawyer anymore. He said, yes, maybe we will not need any lawyer anymore. I said, okay, good, we'll wait. And we waited. So on Thursday, when we expected this to probably pop up, it didn't for some obvious reasons. Then on Friday, I had a chat with him. This time around, it wasn't just myself. It was myself, Oloye Sunday Igboho, as well as barrister. I don't even know if I should call him barrister, but our lawyer, the chamber of Adeshina Ogunlano. The three of us were on the call. We were supposed to have one extra person join us as a witness, but somehow we couldn't connect him to the call. So I decided to record the conversation because that moment was the moment of decision taking, right? And I am just a bank. Yeah, you can call me a bank. I'm just the holding bay for those of us, including my own money, for those of us who pull our resources together with the intention to intervene legally and further in this issue of illegally detained Oloye Sunday Igboho. So when I couldn't get a third witness, I recorded the conversation. Because at that point, the lawyer spoke, the lawyer spoke with me and he gave me what he was going to do. I said, you know what? You're going to tell him yourself. You have the opportunity. If he says he likes it, fine. I'm just a bank. I will pay when he feels comfortable with what we are offering him and with working with you. So on that call, the lawyer told him that if we are taking this on, I'm not going to give you all the details like that, okay? But what you need to know, So he gave his start of what we call the logistic, what they are going to need to move. And they will prefer that if they are going to be mobilized, they should be mobilized enough that it's going to be for a spacious time, not that they have to keep coming back and back and back. I said, I understand that. So we work around that. So on that call, Oloye Sunday Igboho, remember, this is our intervention. Remember that. We offer it to you. If you want it, you will take it. The money we raised is not raised to be given to an individual or group of individual or even a group of an organization. No. From the word go, I told you, I wasn't raising money for Ilana Omo Oodua. I wasn't raising money for Yoruba Nation. I am raising a legal aid that is going to intervene in what has become an obvious state-sponsored persecution. And we agreed on Maiyegun's diary, Politico, that is the right thing to do. And with the trust, I was given that role. So my job is to offer. And if you want it, if you take it, I'll bring it back. And I'll give it an approval. And then we will support you. That's the plan. So, are you okay with this? He said he's okay with him, but he would like to see him first. I said, okay, well, if we are going to have him to come and see you, that means we have hired him. That means he's beginning a service. So if that's the case, we have to go ahead and then, pay him. And he said, yeah, but Maiyegun, what you're going to do is that I want you to pay him 2 million naira. As upfront, that's what I paid him, indeed, but not right away. When I meet with him, then you can go further and mobilize him, and then we see what they can do. Remember, I told you that I was expecting what happened yesterday to happen on Thursday. When he didn't see any kind of response from them, on Friday evening, when we had that chat, he still never heard from them. So he decided, he was like, you know what, go ahead. And that's what I want. Yeah, that's all I wanted. Should we? Yes, go ahead. And it's on record, yeah? So on Monday morning, as a bank for the diasporans for justice on Maiyegun's diary, Politico, we paid the lawyers, which is according to what he wanted, right? And then there's something that also came up, which you need to know as the donor, because this is the update, was the fact that his welfare, I don't know if I have told many of you before, or maybe you did know, that for the past 7 months that Oloye Sunday Igboho has been in Benin Republic, his wife, Mrs. Rokpo Adeyemo, the same woman that Oloye Sunday Igboho was traveling with on the 19th of July, 2021, that was cleared that she had no case or what have you, that she could continue her journey. What happened is this. Mrs. Rokpo Adeyemo remained in Benin Republic with her husband, preparing his food, getting him or whatever he needed, because she was the only one, or she is the only one he could trust with that. He told me that. So at that point, that was when his welfare came up. Oloye, do you need anything else? Because this is it. If you need anything else, you can tell me now. And that was when we have to make a welfare arrangement for Mrs. Rokpo Adeyemo. And it was in the amount of 1 million naira. Yes. So for the first time yesterday, from our fund, we disbursed 3 million naira. There is a possibility that we are going to get our 2 million naira back. But when the lawyer called me, I said, I haven't heard from him. No, I haven't. I have my friends here who are saying, no, leave the lawyers, Maiyegun. That they even held him for 7 months. The same way Nigeria is challenged for when they went to his house to kill people. We want to do same in Benin Republic. Remember, I am just a bank. Our options will always remain open. And then, like I said, don't give yourself any impression about this money. Okay? Don't give any other impression to yourself about this money. Don't make up anything. I am so clear with what I've told you. This fund is for the intervention in the lives of those who are being persecuted in Yoruba land and beyond. See how we in the diaspora will no longer just be talking, but we will be acting. We will be stretching our hand out, our helping hand out to every reasonable group in Yoruba land, especially those who indeed have the interest of Yoruba that we know. They've done it, they've proved it. We will support them. That is what this fund is for. That is why we call it Justice for Igboho, because we named this fund after Igboho because he is the arrowhead of this whole movement. When they took him away, they took life away from the struggle. And now that he is free, this fund is also available to him too, which means and in every way we can be of help in this whole thing, not even just to himself this time around. Like we always said, there are people who make this happen, you remember? There are people who have been in that Benin Republic doing this. So don't feel anyhow when we say the fund is an intervention fund and we will use it judiciously this time around. And there's nothing you feel about Maiyegun. Let me be clear to you, right? No matter how much you feel about Maiyegun, right? It won't change anything at all. Okay? It won't. I am just a bank holding it. And like I just told you what has come out of that bank, I think I should tell you what is in that bank before we proceed any further when I'm going to open my line. Right? You can ask me any question. You can make any suggestion. Here we are when I am done. Normally, when you look online as we speak on this program, on this Maiyegun's Diary Politico, people have said, we want to continue contributing to that fund because this fund is bigger than what some people think is intended for. And Maiyegun, we trust you. That word is why I have this authorization or this authority to speak about this. All right? I am just the bank. Right? So those who have been doing everything to make this happen, for us, they should receive our support. And I am 100% ready to give them that support. As long as they are the kind of support I can come back here and tell you about. So what do we have in the bank? If you look online, on the GSG, Give, Send, Go, you are going to see a total of 26,530 pounds. Well, that's how much we have raised. But that is not how much we have in the bank. The way this works is that they will hold your money for a while, then they will release it in batches, But so far, so good. Myself, Maiyegun, I have received from that 26,530 pounds, as you see it right there on your screen, possibly if you are watching it, an approximately 21,000 pounds from that. But remember, Give, Send, Go is not the only place where we are raising funds or where we have received substantial real support. PayPal. On PayPal, we have already raised 3,714 pounds. Now, that's what we have on PayPal, including those who continue to drop in their own, chiclet and all of that. I do get them. That's not the only place I have money. I also have money elsewhere too, and I'll tell you. However, the 3,714 pounds from PayPal is in the bank as well. Now, normally, if you add these two together, yeah, you are going to get 24,714 pounds, of course, in the bank. But there's also one more money in the bank. I received I received £100 in the Diaspora Radio Catch Plus account. If you are that person who made that transfer, I got it. £100, not on PayPal, not on Give Send Go, but directly to Diaspora Radio International account, the one I shared the other day. I don't know if you actually saw that anyway. Yeah. So on that then brings us to a total. Okay, let's do it this way. In the bank, we have a total of £24,814 in the bank. We had, because I've spent some now, which includes plus that £100 on the Cash Plus. But yesterday, when I released the first fund from that our money, I released 3 million naira at the exchange rate of 762 naira to a pound. I know you remember I've been using 780. Well, something happened. They could only give it to us for 762. So I received the receipt of the transfer, which I have with me. And I also the receipt of the pound sterling that are transferred to these agents that helped us pay up this first payment, and which came to £4,056. £4,056, covering 3 million naira. Now take that out of £24,814. I'm so sorry, I didn't do all the calculation here now, right? I just wrote those key ones. But you can help me out. My own estimate will probably be something around somewhere around 20,700, or something. Yeah. Anyway, I can't say what the exchange rate is going to be by the time we need to spend from that money again, right? But with me, the value of the pound sterling, which I have in the bank as we speak right now, will then be 20,760 something pound. I don't know. I'll do that later. I'm just making that up. I just know that it's over 20,700 pounds. Okay. Now that's what we have in the bank. The 2 million naira paid to the bank, to the lawyer, a decision will be taken on that. I will decide what we are going to do with that, which mostly I'm going to get back. But before I do that, I'm going to need your input. I'm going to need your contribution towards that. I'm going to need your suggestion and all that. But let me say this, and let me say this very clear. I, Maiyegun, decides when any penny goes out of that account, that fund, nobody else. The only thing that I will advise everyone who actually is so interested in keeping this momentum with us and keeping this trust going is to find a way how to utilize this opportunity. The opportunity that the Yorubas, the friends of Yorubas, the friends of Maiyegun, on Maiyegun's diary Politico, they are capable, willing, ready to help. Well, especially when it concerns the issue of the Yoruba and the Yoruba people in Yoruba land at this point. And I want to say to you again that Oloye Sunday Igboho remained our priority in all we are doing now. The reason is because his own safety, which has been guaranteed already by the people, starting with Professor Banji Akintoye and everyone working with him as well. They have done so well that we want them to make use of this opportunity. If we are looking for any concentrated, united front where people can centrally not just talk, but they can walk the talk. People have told me privately, people have told me publicly, and then that they are willing to support the cause of a Yoruba nation if those in charge can prove to us that they are indeed ready to take our help. You know what I mean now? So, no, we are not going to forgo money. No. That's not how it works, okay? You don't forgo any money, all right? What happened is this. If we have to consult with them, they will charge us for consultation fee. Legally, they will charge us. Now, they didn't charge us for consultation. They decided to go into it, but they wanted the mobilization, which we obliged. Now, if we choose, I'm not saying we are not going to use the lawyer, so don't let us preempt now, all right? I'm not saying we're going to use the lawyer or what have you. We can use them for another thing. They are in Nigeria, so they can be used for other purposes. But here is this. If we have any plan of taking our money back, the most we'll part with. I don't know how much they do it in Nigeria. It will be a percentage of it, which will then go into administration fee. You know what I mean? For the fact that we consulted with them, they started work on it, they deliberated and all that. So that one is just very primary. You know, we will always get that back. And the moment I get that back, you will always be one of the first to know. So one of the proposals that I am actually considering, if not, okay, I think I'm going to try and open my line, even if I'm going to take just 2-3 calls, okay? I'll take a few calls and you can tell me what you think. But remember this, okay? Somebody asked me, he said, Maiyegun, are you ready to be accused of embezzling money? I said, well, you can accuse me of embezzling money if you have the evidence that I've done that. Or if you just want to be a mischief maker. The transparency I have introduced into this is called sign of responsibility, okay? It simply means you know you have the money, okay? And somebody is saying something like, no, let's give the money to Oloye Sunday Igboho. No, that's not how it's going to work, all right? No, that's not how it works. We're not going to give the money to Oloye Sunday Igboho. We are going to help Oloye Sunday Igboho the same way we intended to help legally. We are going to help him as the priority for whatever he wants. And we are also going to help other people too. And we're going to keep account of everything. That's what we're going to do. No. Hello there.
Hello, Baba Maiyegun. Thanks for the great job. It's
How are you today, my brother?
I'm fine, Baba. Congratulations for yesterday. Majasola is out. Thank God. Alhamdulillah. Thank God. Glory be to Allah.
Thank God.
Continue your good work. I'm not here to contribute too much. All I want to say, we shouldn't stop contributing and making our donation. And please block one bastard on this comment section. His name is Kolade Ajijo or whatever. He's been writing that you are a scam, that Maiyegun is scamming us, and everybody, if you check the comment group, you will see everybody are bombarding him. There are some bastards on this group. That's one of them. We will identify them one by one.
Is that on YouTube, yeah?
He's on YouTube, exactly. Please get that motherfucker out of that shit. They write them everywhere. It's a scam, this one, and blah, blah, blah. Everybody keeps saying we will continue our donations.
I don't decide that. You know, people will have to. And that's why I keep repeating it. I am just a bank. Okay? If all of you say, Maiyegun, you know what? Give the money, give all this money to this group. That's what we want you to do. Right? Then we'll begin the process. But I just want us to always remember how it all started. And at the same time, even as we speak right now, right? Even people are saying that this is a template that even Ilana Omo Oodua can use to further every other program in Yoruba. There's so many suggestions, but as for those motherfuckers, like you said, you can't really do without them. Okay? Let me tell you, there are people who expected that this was going to be Akpakpin. Who were calling me to start giving money to people. You won't believe it. Behind the scene, you know what?
We won't stop the contribution.
It's a lot of
contributing. Yes, we are not giving up on this. Me personally, I don't care what we use the money for. I'm not part of the decision making and whatsoever. We leave that for the board of directors or Maiyegun and everybody. For me, I will continue to contribute my part. And as for Kolade Ogunmakpa, but let me give you some time.
You wait now. You know that people said since Oloye Sunday Igboho was not, I mean, he's been in that locked up, right? Majority of those who are threatening on social media, making different mouths, this and that, they just they just disappeared. Watch them now. They are going to come out now. You're going to be seeing all of them on Facebook again. They will start making allegations. They will, you know what I mean? Because Igbo is out.
Yeah.
But we know how to deal with it. Baba?
Well, no, you know my own topic. If I want to deal, I know.
Update Lawai. Thanks, Baba. Let me take another one. Hello there. I have connected you. If you can hear me, hello there.
Maiyegun General.
Oh yeah.
Ọlọ́run ṣe. Aramiya. Lord, I thank you. I could remember when I called you, if I have the opportunity, or if I call Koiki, I always say one thing before I even proceed. I said, Ọlọ́run, nígbà t'Ọlọ́run máa ṣẹ̀dá Olóyè, kò ṣẹ̀dá alààyè kan níbẹ̀. Ẹni tí ó mọ̀ gbà t'Ọlọ́run ṣẹ̀dá ẹ̀ kò ní lágbára lórí ẹ̀. So I say the same thing to your life. Ọmọ Bajero, Maiyegun. Ìgbà t'Ọlọ́run ṣẹ̀dá yín, kò ṣẹ̀dá alààyè kan níbẹ̀. Ẹni tí ó mọ̀ gbà t'Ọlọ́run ṣẹ̀dá yín kò ní lágbára lórí yín, kò ní lágbára lórí ọmọ yín, kò ní lágbára lórí aya yín. You've been doing the good work. And you're doing all this not for your sake alone, but for the whole generation and the generation coming after us.
That's right.
Maiyegun, you will never know sorrow in your life.
Amen.
No weapon will come against you for prosper. In the name of Jesus, I pray for you, Maiyegun. Gbogbo tó ń jẹ́ koro ẹ̀ ní mọ̀ láyé yín o. Gbogbo tó ń jẹ́ koro ẹ̀ ní mọ̀. Ó ti ń da fún yín, Maiyegun. Ẹ̀ ní àìdá ò ní jẹ́ ti fi yín. Mo wá gbàládùra o. Mo gbàládùra because ìwé mímọ́ sọ wípé gbogbo agbára láyé àti lọ́run lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run ló wà. Ó ti yé yín. Gbogbo alágbára yé agbára yé lásán ni. Gbogbo agbára àbí ipá tán lè máa sà lórí ìwọ ọmọ Bajero àbí lórí ọmọ àbí aya ẹ lórúkọ Jésù Kristi ti Nazareti ó máa dàlé wọn lórí. Ọlọ́run ó sọ ìmọ̀ Aman lórí Mordecai ó sọ di asán. Ikú tí Aman gbé sílẹ̀ fún Mordecai, Aman fún ẹ̀ ló wá kó sí. Mo pray, mo gbàdúrà fún yín Maiyegun ọmọ Bajero, mo gbàdúrà fún Oloye Sunday Igboho àti gbogbo àwọn tó ń ja ìjà ìlú tó àti òdodo lórúkọ Jésù Kristi ti Nazareti. Gbogbo kòtò ikú tọ́ta gbé sílẹ̀ fún yín, àwọn àti ìrandíran wọn ló máa foríra wọn kó sí. Èyí tó bá jẹ́ ọmọ àlè nínú àwọn politician tó ń lò láti máa disturb àwa tá à ń wo program gẹ́gẹ́ bí alájọ àbí kíní tó ń kọ́mẹ̀tì burúkú lórí YouTube. Gbogbo ìyà tó ti ń jẹ àwọn ọmọ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá á jẹ ìrandíran ẹ̀. But ìrandíran ẹ̀ tí ó bá jẹ nínú ìrandíran ẹ̀ á jẹ́ èyí tó bá ṣe òótọ́ nínú wọn. Èyí tó bá ṣe òótọ́ nínú ìrandíran ẹ̀ tó bá ṣe òótọ́ kò ní jẹ́ o. Ṣùgbọ́n àwọn èyí tó bá ń jẹ́ pé wọ́n support ibi nínú àwọn ìrandíran ẹ̀ ó máa jẹ wọ́n. Because ẹlẹ́ṣẹ̀ tẹ tó mọ̀ ń pa ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ àmì jẹ́ kó jìyà ẹ̀ṣẹ̀. Àwọn ìrandíran ẹ̀mí ilé wà. Àwọn ìrandíran ẹ̀mí ilé wà tó yẹ pé wọn fẹ́ràn sí nǹkan tó ń sọ. But òun ṣe ní láti divert or láti gbawó lọ́wọ́ àwọn politician bó ti jẹ́ pé lára àwọn politician ni ìyà tó ti ń jẹ ìrandíran àti ẹlẹ́dàá àwọn tó pa nínú ilé Olóyè ẹlẹ́dàá wọn bí ẹ̀jẹ̀ wọn bí ìwọ tó kọ́mẹ̀tì burúkú yẹn. To everyone that been commenting bad on Maiyegun General, I pray to God Almighty, all the judgment of the unsinful people that was died, that was killed in the house of Oloye Sunday Igboho, the blood of them will cry over your life. Those people that commenting bad against you. So I'm so happy. Maiyegun, I don't know. If I had the millions, I will give it to you. You can't understand.
Bless you. You have given me more than that. I know. You see the trust I have. The trust I have earned from the people. What so many people don't understand is that I earned it. Papa, I earned this. So I'm not a rookie. I'm not an accidental, whatever they want to call it. I earned it, and I'm proving it every now and then. So thank you so much. That is more than $1 million to me. Trust me.
Yeah. Because sometimes now will come in, I call in, I mean my two questions, but I will not be looking. It will be my reply on people. And sometimes Mama Dake will me, and I'm watching. They will reply to my last boy. And guess what? It's just like this man. Man, you can die on me. So we will down question you.
Thank you.
You know, because if you don't, you're going to say, you know, people will turn program down.
Easy gone, exactly.
And there's a woman that used to call you. I love that woman so much. But I when I was born in London. Woman, when it talks, woman woman I love it. I think
the princess.
You know, man. Princess, thank you so much. I love Princess so much. Somebody, one of our sons from America, say hi to her.
You know, she's probably listening to you as well. Thanks so much. You didn't tell me your name.
My name is Ola. So, Ataomo Princess, Atoko Princess, àti gbogbo nǹkan tó mi àti tí omi nínú ayé ẹ̀ kò ní jẹ́ kòrò fún wọn. Gbogbo nǹkan tí Princess bá fọwọ́ ẹ̀ bà ó máa ṣe ní dáadáa. Ọlọ́run tó gba Olóyè Sunday Adéyẹmọ Ìgbòho yọ nínú oko nínú túbú ó máa gba Nnamdi Kanu yọ lórúkọ Jésù. Mo gbà ládùúrà lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí Ọlọ́run tó fọwọ́ agbára àánú Olóyè Sunday Igboho orí àánú gbà. You people are not doing nothing. Ẹ kọ̀ rò pé ilé ṣe ni. Òótọ́ Ọlọ́run máa ń lo èèyàn ni. You know, Ọlọ́run lo àwọn èèyàn ni. But Ọlọ́run ló ṣiṣẹ́ àánú àti olóyè rí àánú gbà. Nnamdi Kanu ó máa rí àánú náà gbà lọ́wọ́ ìjọba Amẹ́ríkà. Ìkọ́kọ̀ òdẹ̀ ní ṣe lórúkọ Jésù. Ọlọ́run àgbáyọ nínú túbú tó wà lórúkọ Jésù. I pray for you and I pray ọpẹ́ ní pàtàkì lọ sọ́dọ̀ Professor Banji Akintoye. Professor Banji Akintoye. Ìran Yorùbá ò ní gbàgbé yín títí láì. Ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ yín ti dá. Àárín yín ti dá. Ọjọ́ alẹ́ yín náà máa tún sùn. Ìgbẹ̀yìn yín á sùn. Owó tẹ́ fún àárọ̀ àti ọ̀sán tó bá dọjọ́ alẹ́ yín ẹ̀ ní kábàámọ̀. Gbogbo tẹ́ bá ṣe lọ́jọ́ alẹ́ yín Ọlọ́run á fi àtúnṣe bàbá yìí. Lẹ́yìn Awólọ́wọ̀, I give it to this man. I give it to him. I give it to him.
He's underrated.
And ìrandíran Yorùbá kò ní gbàgbé ẹ̀. Ìrandíran Yorùbá kò ní gbàgbé ẹ̀. Ìrandíran Yorùbá bàbá ẹ̀ ní mọ̀kòrò. This man said, I will not leave Benin until they release my son. And he stand on his word.
That's right.
He stand on his word. But Maiyegun, you know, let me just leave you alone.
Thank you so much.
Millions of times, I was so lucky to be opportune. Ọlọ́run ṣe pé mo pèlè ni. And àárọ̀ ló máa ń pè mí. Because ọ̀sán yẹn ló ti máa ń pọ̀ jù. Ẹnu iṣẹ́ ni mo wà. You know, but it's okay. Maiyegun,
I mean, we enjoy this moment. You actually light up the room.
Call on bless me.
Amen.
Yeah, call on bless me.
Yeah.
Call on bless me. Maiyegun, I want to bless you. I'm telling you for real.
Thank you.
One day I will call you. Remember the guy that called you some day. So no job in your company, in job. Maiyegun, I'm telling you, I will get governor, get president. I still want to bless you.
Thank you,
personally, from my bottom of my so I treat every those àwọn tó ń ṣe òótọ́ pẹ̀lú àwọn tó wà lórí Maiyegun General lórí Facebook lórí YouTube lórí Instagram ẹ jẹ́ ká fi ọkọ̀ọ̀kan máa ṣe lọ báyìí ẹ má jẹ́ kí anybody kó wà ní wa ẹ jọ. There's nobody like Maiyegun. I love you so much.
I love you too, bro. I love you. You're so amazing.
That's my own passion.
Thank you.
For my own side. I don't give a thought. Lórí YouTube. Ẹ jẹ́ ká tún pèrò wọlé sí. Ẹ jẹ́ ká pèrò wọlé. A fẹ́ máa rí Maiyegun ká máa rí bí 10,000. Yeah, it can be. It can even more than that. Because this one is saying the truth.
Yes.
Let's call people in. Ẹ jẹ́ ká pèrò sínú ìjọba Ọlọ́run. Yeah. This man is a great man of God.
You are an amazing man.
Yeah,
I
love you so much.
You are so amazing. Thank you so much. I love you. You stay safe. Yes, man.
I will try.
Oh, I wanted to add something and I missed that. So sorry. Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Yes, sir.
Maiyegun,
Baba. Hello.
Hello, Igbo kékeré ló ń sọ̀rọ̀.
Oh, Igbo kékeré. Should we say Igbo Junior? Baba, oh. You are live, oh. Everybody can hear you.
Ẹ máa ní ṣépè fẹ́ ọkàn wọn ẹni tó bá ti wá láti wá da platform ìlú. Ẹ má ṣépè fún wọn. Èpè tí ń jà wọ́n already.
Lẹ́yọ̀ kọ̀ọ̀kan.
Èpè tí ń jà wọ́n already ọmọ aṣọ́kú tọmọtọmọ ni.
Àṣẹ bẹ́ẹ̀.
Èmi ò ní ìkọ́ púpọ̀ láti sọ nǹkan níbẹ̀ sọ ni.
Má ṣépè mọ́ o. Àmọ́ èyí owó yẹn àrọ̀ mọ́.
Wọ́n jèrè tọmọtọmọ. Gbogbo nǹkan tó ń dùn láyé ó máa di kóró. Lágbọ́rọ̀ náà.
Àfi tó bá túbá, àwa darí ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ jù wọ́n. Ní intention tó bad now, my brother Igboho kékeré. A sọ pé a fẹ́ raise owó, a ti raise ẹ̀, ó wà ńlẹ̀, a fẹ́ ná. Kí ló fàjà? Kí ló fà bínú àbẹ́nítì fẹ́ni kankan? Ẹni tó bá ń bínú sí yẹn, ó yẹ kí pé ìjà. Yeah, mo agree.
Tó mú ní kò mú wá tipátipá, wá ètò wa má wà sí.
ẹjọ́ tẹ̀lé ara yín kiri ẹ máa tẹ̀lé ara yín kiri ẹ̀yin afọ́jú àtẹ̀bá bí aláṣẹ ń tẹ̀lé ara yín kiri ẹ máa lọ síbi tẹ́ ẹ lọ.
Bọ́sọ́nà àtàwọ́ sọ́nà for anybody a kàn sọ ní pé ẹ má tàwọ́ sọ́nà fún wa o ẹ má try láti block ọ̀nà wa o because we can do and undo wọ́n ní rọ́là ń pa within a day or two approve ẹ̀ fún wọn pé ẹ má tàwọ́ sọ́nà fún àmì ẹ̀ o oh look at them ó rí wọn you know story bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní dìde but do we care? We don't.
Lágbó Ọlọ́run àríra ní April if you come to London lágbó Ọlọ́run àríra last time àjọ wà lágbó Ọlọ́run àríra.
Bàbá a máa múra London èrò tí ẹ máa pọ̀ nílẹ̀ because you know it's an open stuff anyway so I might enjoy it gan. I can't wait. I just hope the weather will be great enough or hotel yẹn máa wọlé gbàlejò ni o. They will just know that say too many people just say tripping. They will say who dey here? Na Maiyegun. Baba, we'll see you in April. Nice one.
Okay.
So I have another caller on the line, and I have another 20 minutes to go. So, hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Hello, my brother. How are you?
Maiyegun the chief priest.
Yeah. Akúṣẹ́ ni o because tí o bá sépo mọ́tò lè rìn lọ síbi kankan kò sí bí lè find to. Some of you may not even know what you are doing for me, all right? Tunde, let me say something quickly, right? You Friends of Maiyegun changed Maiyegun completely to what they wanted him to be, where they wanted him to be. But some people don't know that it wasn't just a journey that started just yesterday.
Yeah.
So today, every time, whenever all of you are feeling this way, you are feeling towards Maiyegun, you should always kind of give yourselves a pat in the back and say, we made him. We did it. You remember the day I said, would you want a situation whereby you build Maiyegun to a point that you'll be so confident that nobody can buy this guy? Forget it. He has so much strong fan base that nobody can buy him. Are we not getting there now? So thank you.
We're already there. Baba, thank you. God bless you. God bless all the Maiyegun comrades. Yeah, and
amen to that.
Actually, whoever do wants, remember when God told Noah to build a ark? Not everybody that Noah told that come and join this boat. Not all of them came on. And what happened to them?
They disappeared.
The comment section here. Nonsense. That is your own edit. This time around, we don't care about if you want to join us or not. We don't care.
No.
You can come up with your own kind of idea. We don't care. You're gonna perish. You'll perish with Nigeria. We don't care. I'm sorry to use your fuck off. Okay? It's high time. Just go away. We don't want you guys in our comment section. If you don't want to get report, just go away. Motherfucker. That's our previous caller. Imagine you want people to have Baba, apart from that, Daddy, let me make my suggestion.
Go on.
Me, it's just a suggestion.
We are open now. That's what we do here. Go on.
Yeah. I will impart my comrades, my lovely comrades, my
your brethren in the temple of truth.
Yeah, I love you guys. I love you guys all. Let's continue doing this. Let's continue chipping in. I mean, if it's 2 weeks, you get your pay, chip in something. Because the fight just begun.
Somebody said it's an advantage. And some people are even saying, Tunde, that why don't we use the templates used on Maiyegun's diary Politico to channel all our energy towards the Yoruba nation struggle, which is our primary objective anyway, right? So why don't we use that same template where all of us will know that we need to fund the campaign, the advocacy for self-rule, all this Ilana Oodua and all those who do the work, underground work, they need that resources and all of that. Why don't they use that template on Maiyegun? The template that got people convinced enough that they could do this. Then they can do that too.
I'm in support of that. Maiyegun, me, I'm in support of that. And I know my comrades will be in support of that because we've got
we got a platform already.
And we got the attention of the people now.
You've got oversight, you got everything, protocols, pro and pro. I mean, those are the things we lack in that country. And you'll be able to school Nigeria. I mean, this is one of the things that are we all money? Man, you go to school in there. Go to school in there. Go to school in pro and pros of things.
I mean, Tunde, Awajeko looks so easy. See how we do it. We did it. And it's looking like it's so easy. And everybody is now looking like, why didn't they do that then? Or those who still can't think, all they could picture or pick out of this is that, what are we going to do with the money now? We are talking about how can you keep the flow of such fund and support, which is legit, original, legal. How do you keep it flowing? Should be your priority. You know what I mean? But
that's what I'm saying.
We'll find out.
Let's keep doing it. Comrades, let's keep doing it.
We will continue. Thank you very much, Baba.
Yeah, thanks, Papa.
We'll go see for night where everybody go come to Raka. We'll see together tonight. Nice one. No doubt. I'm gonna mix it up. And we ourselves, we should always be very, very clear with what we're doing. Remember, no matter, like I said, no matter how you feel about me, no matter how you feel about this whole thing, I welcome them. Feel anything you want to feel, negative or otherwise. I am just a bank. If you don't like banks, then you don't need to like me. Babo.
Maiyegun.
Yeah.
Maiyegun.
Baba.
Maiyegun.
Win
this city, no sorrow. Win this city. Chicago band win this city.
Win this city.
City. Yeah, you remember me?
I kind of do, but I think I'm going to take my time to guess right. Go on.
Okay. Win this city. Oruko Migaga is near. Let's leave it like that.
Bless you.
I know. I'll try to get him to call him for me to get through. I was actually watching your program. But give me a break. Is this a joke?
I was here too, and I was like, you know what? I need to go. I need to go and find out.
A joke? Orudalo Jimmy Street me money. Okay. Akurire. The only thing tí mo kàn fẹ́ pè fún ni pé àwọn adẹ́tẹ̀, you know adẹ́tẹ̀.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ibi Yorùbá, you know àwọn adẹ́tẹ̀ tí ò ní ká wọn lè fún. Bọ̀ ìta àwọn aráàlú fún yẹn wọ́n rẹ̀ láti dànù.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Nǹkan tí akátá bá dẹ̀ jẹ kò ló máa fi ń lo ẹgbẹ́ torí pé àwọn máa ń jalè ó lè ní wọ́n kán dáwó sí wọn lọ́wọ́ kó jẹ́ pé owó yẹn wọ́n ní rójú tú ẹ̀. Náà ti lóṣù lọ́jọ́ kò ní 24 hours náà release Olóyè 24 hours. Ọmọ Yorùbá máa lé Yorùbá tí ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ what are we gonna do with the money? Owó bà bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Owó onírú owó aláta everybody dá. Àti ẹ̀ tó wá láti Mexico dá. Ẹ̀ tó wá ní Chicago dá. Ẹ̀ tó wá láti London dá. Wá ló onípele owó ṣe.
Maiyegun ni o. So Maiyegun ma lọ náwó yẹn sìn yín ni o. What a shallow thinking, Baba.
Nǹkan tó bà Yorùbá jẹ́ nìyẹn. Tẹ́ bá kó Yorùbá mẹ́ta sínú ilé. Tẹ́ bá gbó sáàrin wọn báyìí. Tẹ́ bá sọ pé máa ṣe owó yẹn equally. Wọ́n ti máa kọ́ gba ẹnìkan kúrò. Wọ́n á tún gba ẹnìkan kúrò. Pàtó wáyá ni ogún. So ibi tí èèyàn bá ń lọ télọ̀ tó dorí kodò ló mọ tó rán o.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Nǹkan táwa ń ṣe la máa kọjú mọ́.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Àní ṣíwọ́ dá owó yẹn. Àti ìdá nǹkan kan owó tí pé 40,000 kò tí ì 100,000 wọ́n ti tọ́mọ àwọn ajíyàjẹ àwọn olóṣì.
Ẹ̀sà tẹ́lẹ̀ bá pẹ̀lú àwọn tó ń ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ lẹ kíní yìí lóòótọ́ oyè yìí sìn ẹ rí pé mo kàn ń tẹnumọ́ ó dàbí èèyàn tó lówó lọ́wọ́ àwa diaspora ti ṣe báyìí sìn o àwa ń sọ pé ok nísìnyí báyìí o ìwọ ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ ń ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ bí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ṣe máa da yìí lóríṣiríṣi lábẹ́lẹ̀ àtọ́dá tó ṣe fẹ́ help ṣé yóò yẹ kó jẹ́ priority everybody pé wá kí la lè ṣe é sìn báwo la ṣe lè utilize prioritize kìíní to our own advantage ṣebí tiwọn náà ni àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́.
tó ó mọ̀ pé yóò bó ò ní participate tán bá ti rí jẹ. Take my word for it. Yorùbá participate. Tó bá jẹ́ Yorùbá ní ó wà ní Ukraine tán ní kó mú ìyàwó àtọmọ ẹ̀ lọ sí bọ́dà ò ní padà sílùú yẹn ó máa sá lọ ni. That one I know. Not all Yorùbá.
Yeah.
How entirely me Yorùbá ọmọ wa. So nǹkan tèmi kàn fẹ́ sọ ni pé.
Yes sir.
Wo ìwọ falẹ́nu mi tó bá wu ẹlẹ́nu ló lè ràn lọ. Àwọn fan àti watching for 6 years now. Mi ò mí ìfẹ́. So èmi dẹ̀ ti pé àwọn tó ní bẹ́ẹ̀ but for the past 6 years 7 years so ẹ tó bá lò wá fẹ́ dé sí tó fẹ́ da ìjọ rú ẹ́.
Well àwọn ò bá ọmọ ọjọ́ àgbà. Nǹkan tèmi máa ń sọ ni ìṣẹ́ tá a máa fi sọ pé Ọlọ́run ò ní fún wọn ṣe ètèmi á wò pé Ọlọ́run fúnra ẹ̀ máa deal pẹ̀lú anybody anyway yeah? But ṣáwọn ọmọ ọjọ́ gan á gbà kó wá tú ìjọ ilé ìṣá lórí ọ̀dọ́ Maiyegun yìí àbíkílà aṣojú wa.
Ẹ tó bá ní nǹkan tó bá ní idea tí ò expect kan pay òun back pé kan reward òun fẹ́ ṣe kíní fún wa fún gbogbo fáfàní ọmọ tèmi ọmọ tí fún ọmọ that's the kind of people we need.
Yes. And we will find them.
Ẹ tó bá ti jẹ́ pé ẹja lọ sí báńkì ẹ̀kẹ́ ẹ̀sìn ní signature ẹ̀yà
bí tí mo yà ní gbogbo à ń ṣí báńkì yẹn long story ní sà ẹja ṣe online everybody àárí ń bẹ̀. Ó ní kíní kan tó ń pè ní digital footprint ó lè wó anywhere all over the world àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́.
Ó ń ṣe program lọ́wọ́ lọ́jọ́ yẹn. Àwa ní pé òkè o owó ikú bóyá bí like $200 or $300 $200 or £300 kó pé iye kan wà ní okay o somebody from Windy City ó lè mi Ìjẹ̀bú ọmọ that was me.
You are right sir. Now so, I remember you know, I told you I said I could guess but I know that I'm going to put the pieces together when we go further mo máa rántí ẹni tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ Windy City.
Wo a kú oríire inú mi mi ò lè sùn lánàá o mi ò lè sùn o.
God bless you.
Mi ò dẹ̀ mọtí kárí mo mọtí ni NSC bá lọ gbé jáde lánàá a kú oríire o.
èmi tí mò ń jẹ inú bí lórí program lánàá sá tílẹ̀ yẹn fi ṣú mi ò pẹ́ ìgò díẹ̀ kan báyìí mo kàn tẹ̀ ṣe ń jókòó tí mo ń
nígbà tí mo rí ẹgbà tó padà wá tó rú tí aṣọ òfì mo ní aṣọ òkèlè lè jẹ alálẹ́ méjì gbéyàwó ní kẹ.
momentum kí ló ti ń pè momentous moment ni ẹ sà bí mo ṣe ṣe lánàá yẹn is on record that's how I felt but we thank God.
yóò ṣe wà nìyẹn.
dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run.
gbogbo ìta wọ́n ní ọgbọ́n tá a wá fi kí n bẹ́ẹ̀ in closing ọgbọ́n tá a fi kọ́lé kò tó ìta máa fi gbénú ẹ̀ o. yes ọgbọ́n tá a fi kọ́lé ọmọ àgbàlẹ̀ mi o ìlú òyìnbó lákànwá tá a sọ òyìnbó ọgbọ́n tá a fi kọ́ ilé kò tó ìta máa fi gbénú ẹ̀.
kò tó bàbá.
ọ̀rọ̀ wa ẹ̀yin lẹ ní etí bàbá Ìgbòho gbogbo aláǹgbá ló dánú délẹ̀ o àmì tinúrú nu wọn o. gbà tó bá délẹ̀ gbogbo á wá gbàtí sàkàlà bọ́ọ̀s wọ́n sá lọ.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni wọ́n ti ń padà
nísìnyí wọ́n máa yọjú wá kọ̀ọ̀kan.
ẹ máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní máa rí wọn sẹ́ẹ̀ lójoojúmọ́ sí i.
so àbí ẹ̀yin lẹ létí bàbá Ìgbòho tó bá kíkọ kó treat everybody pé o tiẹ̀ fẹ́ rí yàn lọ́wọ́ tá a wà yìí tó wọ́n máa lé àwọn Yorùbá kan ọmọ ajẹ́lérò jẹ́légún so bó ṣe wà ní èmi ṣe ń wọlé láti fi iṣẹ́ ní aago méjì ọ̀sẹ̀ kọjá àbí aago méjì ò tiẹ̀ tí ì lọ́dọ̀ wa so mo gbádùn mo ní ó dìgbà tí bá tó get to mi tó kó di fóònù.
God bless you sir.
so bó ṣe wà ní ẹ thank you very much.
Thank you sir.
mo dẹ̀ fẹ́ fi àsìkò pé kí gbogbo ọmọ Nàìjíríà pátápátá àtàwọn tó dáwó àtàwọn tí ò dáwó ọwọ́ yẹn a máa lọ sókè o òkè lọ́wọ́ afúnni ń gbé ọwọ́ yẹn a máa lọ sókè ẹ̀ẹ̀ni ríkú ọmọ ẹ̀ẹ̀ni ríkú ọya o ìjàmbá mọ́tò ní sẹ́yìn ẹ̀fẹ́ nìkan kan wá ẹ jọ̀ọ́ àṣẹ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni ẹja àwòdì tó ń lọ ìrà ní kíátẹ́gùn gbé bẹ́ẹ̀ ó ní bẹ́ẹ̀ ni kò bá pẹ́sẹ́ olóró àròpé àwòdì tó ń rè bára tẹ́yẹ kíátẹ́gùn gbé ní oníbẹ́ẹ̀ ni kò bá pẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni yóò bá pẹ́ ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìpẹ́sẹ́.
ẹnìkan iṣẹ́ òun pẹ́ ni wọ́n ní bí iṣẹ́ òun pẹ́ ni ẹnìkan òun pẹ́ṣẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni bàbá ẹ ṣeun. Thank you so much, sir.
Very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Or something. Catch up later in the evening anyway. So thank you so much, sir.
8
PM settings right? Our time with Nigeria used to be the same time, okay? But there are times in there, during the year, whenever we get to somewhere around there, I think it was anytime from October or so, right? So I'm 1 hour ahead. That is why every time now, I'm always live at 9 from 9 p.m. UK time, which is 10 p.m. Niger time. So that is going to change in the next, it's going to change in the next few weeks anyway.
So Chicago, U.S. Central Daylight Time will be
for example right now, sir. This is 2 minutes past 2 o'clock in the afternoon in the UK. What time is it now in Chicago?
Okay, Chicago right now 8:02.
8:02. So that's my measure.
So you are one.
That's a difference of 6 hours.
Before it can be 2:02.
6 hours difference.
2:02 abi 3:02 level.
Our one is 2:02 by.
Okay, so
So 6 hours
3
difference.
3 o'clock my time. Okay, did that.
So what that means, sir? No, what that means in a nutshell. Yeah, what that means in a nutshell. Timbawa live ni 9 o'clock, right? In Chicago, it's going to be 3 p.m.
Yeah.
You get that, sir?
I'm already about me.
So you always be that. You always be your own afternoon.
It's not possible, girl. I'm going to was London. But me was sure.
It will be a pleasure anyway.
I used to live in London.
Bless you. Thank you so much, sir. It's been a pleasure.
Okay, right. Have a good day. All right.
You too, sir.
Bye-bye.
God bless you. Thank you so much for the support, by the way. I'll see you later. Thank you, sir.
No problem.
Nice. Yes, sir. Now that's a beautiful one there. From I've got another caller, by the way, and it's gonna be my last caller because of my time.
Since 4 or 5 days, so the been fire one messages about the brothers. Oh God, God of
Marvelous.
Oh God of Marvelous. In fact, brother, you spoke as if you have some what could I call it, telescopic something to read people's mind, brother. Where should we start it? Let us first of all thank all the supporters.
We are grateful to them.
Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa, whoever has contributed or whoever even grieved towards the incarceration of Oloye Sunday Igboho. And we bless God for their life, for the life of those people who prayed, who have been praying endlessly for that man to be released.
That's right.
Maiyegun, if I will not lie to you, I know that Oloye will be released since 4 or 5 months ago. I called when I saw the news yesterday.
They don't have anything against him. It's always on the table to be released.
No. You know, I told them how he will come out. People don't believe me. Some of my friends that I told, they don't believe me. And I the way I'm saying it's like that's the way. Because there's something, you know, when you are gathering your information, you will see. But we thank God. Yes. You see all those our brothers, our sisters who are thinking otherwise towards the money, or maybe the guy is coming to take our glory. Let us live there. In the wilderness, according to the story of Jews, the Jewish story that they sold for us, they call Bible. Do you know that it's not everybody that starts the journey to the Canaan land that reach there?
No.
it's not all of them. At least if you study the history, you will see that there are about 4 or 3 batches of people that wiped out. Do you understand? Then when you now come down to the Jesus story, that was Old Testament to the Jesus story, which is the New Testament. He said there's a man who had a vineyard and was busy employing people. He employed some people in the morning and said, I will give you 1 naira. Then he went out in the afternoon and employed another people. I said, you to go to my vineyard because you don't have nobody who employ you. I will give you 1 naira. In the evening, he also go. He said, go there. Go and join them. Then when it's time for him to pay the due cost,
he promised.
He started paying 1 naira to everybody. Then those people who started in the morning start grumbling, murmuring, complaining, arguing. You know, agitating towards all this. Why? The grievance was so much. Then the man now say, look, my friend, our agreement is that I will give you 1 naira now. Why are you fighting me? I haven't broke the agreement with you. So please, now, I just want them, all those our fufusela, or who might think otherwise, to reason beyond what have just happened. Because, Ijija, Oben Diagbon, Agbon Oti Kelori, he can still provide another seed now. Agbon can still produce another seed. Obiniredo, woman see snake, man kill it, man see snake, woman kill it. Provided the snake didn't run away. Then we are still in the same process now. So they shouldn't see that maybe somebody is coming to glory or because somebody is going to enrich himself through this donation. Maiyegun, I remember there's a lesson that you two need to learn. I know that you are running out of time. Do you remember 4, 5, 6, 7 years ago when you sit down on top of your table, sipping your this thing and be talking? I could remember vividly the first time you started taking calls from people. When people start calling you that day, and the excitement in your face. Actually, you know what I tell myself that day? I was laughing to tell you that I've been following you long time because as an intelligent somebody, you need to, once you see something prop up, you have to try and digest, analyze what is it for. Then after I said, did this guy know where he will go with this? That was the day you actually take the foot part of your calling. The day you started taking calls for people. Because if you look at it before, it's just like the story of
just come, I'll fire, I'll wait 2 hours, 1 hour, I'll go.
Even sometimes you yap to some of those guys, all those courties who fight themselves.
Even though you never knew that person is not abusing you, it's not abusing you, it's only advising you. And I'll be like, oh fuck, I've messed up, man. I should have read the comment better. You know what I mean? I get what you mean. Until I started interacting with people, calling in and getting to know people more.
That was the day you take the right foot part of your calling. Now, brother, there are some things that people don't understand when it comes to leadership. Leadership is not to rule.
It's to lead.
It's to seek the consent of others.
Benny.
Motivate. Discover some courageous way of channeling people towards the greatest goal, which is what you have just done.
I know.
And a lot of them couldn't see beyond whatever is happening. They only think about the plate on the table that can just feed them for a short while, which is what the Africans are lacking in the whole world now. Brother, look at Ukraine and Russia. People are saying, let our people enter. Even though some Russia might be among them that day, escaping. But they still tell you, that should tell our sisters and brothers, either you are Igbo or whatever, that first, love yourself. Jesus don't say love your neighbor before yourself. He said love yourself. You love your neighbor as yourself. So which means if you love yourself, then you will love your neighbor.
Others, you care for others. That's right.
Brother,
Thank you so much. Well, àwa náà ò ṣe nítorí pé a fẹ́ kí wọ́n pariwo pé hey Maiyegun, hey, you know what I mean now. We just thought it's the right thing to do, and we are doing it. So whether they praise me, whether they don't, I wasn't out for that.
Yeah, they shouldn't see that somebody wants to take the glory. They should see that, you know. Well, it's like this one remove one branch. When the tree fall down, you remove one branch, I remove one branch. At the end of the day, the tree will be moved.
That's right.
That is it. And this thing that have happened, I will tell you something. The moment you start raising the issue that, okay, we have to go after you, do you know, I keep saying something, I keep repeating it. I say, they should see that this thing is beyond the goal. Tomorrow,
I remember that day when I said we'll go after them. We are going to fight. With me opening my eyes so wide because I meant it, yeah. And then somebody called me and they said, "Oh, more." In fact, it was you, and you were like, Maiyegun, thank you so much for doing this. Now that you have declared that we should raise this money, voila, don't start. You remember that day, JJ? You didn't say much that day. You didn't say much. You just said, Maiyegun, thank you, God will bless you with this. You see, this is where you don't declare. You have no idea. And I mean, I agree with you. 2 weeks after that, Igboho is released. And I believe you.
Do you know why?
Tell me.
I will tell you something. Do you remember when Showore went to South Africa and he said on the radio program, he was telling them that if I become Nigerian president, from the moment I become Nigerian president, all this mistreating of Nigerians will be stopped. What did they say? They shut down the program. Do you know why? Because an elderly who cannot identify his own meat in a pot of soup, and stupid person will remove it and give it to him. Nigeria, whatever the name we might call it now, we're supposed to be leading. I have traveled almost 8 countries, lived there. I speak good 4 languages fluently. Brother, including Russia, Arabic. I've seen a lot. The character, the attitude. Whenever Nigeria is mentioned, who are the Nigeria? It's we that is in the southern part of Nigeria. That's West Coast. So, brother, why are we not respecting ourselves? But the story is getting too much. I get some information for you.
Oh, it's all right, JJ. It's never too much. It's just that, there's so much to talk about.
You see that Asari Dokubo, what is Showore is going to do with Asari Dokubo? Brother, mark my word, Asari Dokubo is the most biggest enemy the southern half. You see all those trouble you see in the east, go and investigate very well. All those Ijo, Shekiri boys, their hand is there.
All those killings in the... Baba, we'll get to that part too. Where I go hear from you. JJ, let me take one call from this, my caller. I'll be so damned. This person
so let's leave it that way. That's why I say the time. Brother, God bless you. God bless all our supporters. May God bless them. Amen. Both the enemy, both the God bless them.
Thank you so much, JJ. So that's a JJ. I am going to be so damned if this caller is not a woman. Hello. I want to ban me. God damn it. Shana, madam picture you use so. Is that madam's picture you use as your profile? Whose picture is that?
That's my sister.
You scam me with your sister picture. You know what? JJ was supposed to be my last caller. Woman. I know. You see, JJ was supposed to be my last caller. Then you kept calling, and I was like, I'm going to be so unhappy that I didn't take this woman's call. Baba, you scam me, but it's a good one. So, how are you?
I don't scam.
Well, it's not intentional, but you scam me. That's how I feel, right? It may not be intentional.
I come from Iperu.
Oh, bless you, Baba. Iperu
to Ikere.
I come across express. We will just cross the express now. If you Wakara himself, if you just Wakara, and just come across here.
Terry, you are doing marvelous.
Thank you.
Well, And there is every possibility a lot of people is going to be envious of you. But what to get the bag me?
No, that's true.
Ní láti gbàdúrà fún yẹn. Ìjẹ̀bú mi jòjò.
Wá.
Ọlọ́run ti dá wa, àkàndá ni wá.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Tí ẹyin bá dárí sọ àpáta, ẹ̀yin la fọ́.
That is true.
Tí àpáta bá dárí sẹ́yìn, ẹ̀yin náà là fọ́. Ẹni bá dárí sọ ẹ́, òun ló máa fọ́.
Àṣẹ wà. Ohun tí rèké.
Ẹni tó bá dárí sọ Sunday Igboho, òun
ló máa fọ́. Àṣẹ wà ní ti rèké.
But between me and you, my brother, and the people on Maiyegun Protocol, Politico. Ẹ má jẹ́ ká fi ọ̀rọ̀ sí abẹ́ ahọ́n sọ. Anybody that talks stupid, expose them, their name, background talk. Oh my, you are Mereo. Moi, so for sorry, Maiyegun so for
and we are not used to one for, of course.
You don't have to accommodate some fucking set of people.
That is also right.
Once they tell you stupid stuff, please, my brother, come out with their name, their identity. Let them know that you are clean.
That is right. I'm not going to deal with it alone, of course.
Sure, because you know Taju. Taju call you that Maiyegun. You come online, you say Taju Jamil ma so pe Kashela Pakun. Me, I know Taju Jamil. I can call Taju Jamil that ori e baje ni abayi e fe baje.
Oh yeah, jẹ́ ká wo báyìí o. What if ti Taju bá wá bá mi pé ká ṣàpapín? Tí mo sọ fún Taju pé respect ara ẹ̀ tẹ́ bá ń ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀, don't bring it to me. Tí Taju wá turn around tó wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí, ṣé o pé irú yẹn mi ò ní láti wá sọ tí Taju bá maintain ara ẹ̀. Pé wọ́n sọ bí wọ́n ṣe ròyìn Maiyegun yẹn ni mo ṣe bá jẹ́ra maintain ara mi. But tí Taju bá turn around tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní parọ́ mọ́ Maiyegun, the Maiyegun náà ní right láti wá sọ nǹkan tó pa àwọn àti Taju pọ̀. Ṣé yẹn right?
Sure, but Maiyegun, àwọn olórí burúkú kan wà, wọn gbà lẹ́rọ̀. They don't take a no for an answer.
And they will have a friend in me who also doesn't take a no for an answer too. You know what I mean? Especially when it is illogical.
And at the same time, you know you are technologically inclined.
That's right.
Some certain people, just put it on auto record.
Great.
For your own defense.
I mean, you know what I try to do as well, just for the sake of my listener, just to keep myself safe, right? Is that whenever I have a conversation that includes paying money, I'm going to need witness. I'm going to record it. If you are not comfortable with me recording that conversation that includes money, then I can't pay you. I can't give you money from this. That's how I work.
Sure, that is good.
That's how I protect myself.
That is the same way you should protect yourself against those fucking set of people that are telling you to do what is not normal. Because everybody wants to death your integrity. You are highly opposed.
Trying that. That's true.
So for your own defense, address telephone number before I can even attend. If you make that your norm,
yes,
they don't come for you for stupid things. They know that you are official. Because what you are doing is as good as you are on employment. We that are your fans.
We might not pay you salary.
But you have a way of making me comfortable. That's true.
That's it. So we don't want nobody to mess you up.
That's right. Okay, Romero. I want to try.
Sorry, ẹni tó bá wà lókè, ó ń láti ṣọ́ra.
Gidi.
Ẹni tó bá wà nísàlẹ̀ doesn't have nothing to lose.
Nothing.
But ẹni tó ń jábọ̀ látòkè.
Grandpa mi ló sọ kínní yẹn, ó ní àbùkù tó bá ti múra láàárọ̀ báyìí, kò sẹ́ni tó ń wá kiri o, ẹni tó lórúkọ ló ń wá kiri o.
Sure.
Tábùkù bá ti múra tán nulẹ̀ báyìí, tó ti dress up, tó kó fẹ́ ní nǹkan gidi kan tó ń wá lọ, tó fẹ́ no, ẹni tó lórúkọ ló ń wá kiri. Wọ́n ti fi yẹn tọ́ mi láti kékeré. So all these are not supposed to be surprising. You know what I mean? All these are not supposed to be surprising. If you're a true Yoruba, if you're a true Ijebu born, if you're a true Ijebu born, this should not be surprising to many of you. That if you see a real Ijebu that is upright, honest, what Maiyegun is doing should not surprise anybody, except for those who want to project their own kind of life.
It doesn't surprise me because that is what that is how we are cultured.
Orúkọ mi ju any amount of money law, and trust me. Bless you.
So please, anybody that wants to, don't hesitate to ring them on your show and mention their identity direct, right, so they can keep their mind shut forever and ever.
And if they have questions, they should be polite enough to ask. They shouldn't make it up. Just ask. Yeah, welcome. Baba, I so much appreciate this. Thank you so much. I need to go on school runs to go and get Caleb. And the young man is so used to me just picking him up now. You know. Thank you. I know. Thank you so much. I'll see you later. So you have a good one. Oh, it's so much of a pleasure talking to you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, bro. Yes, sir.
So that is where we are going to draw the curtains, okay? So if you're just joining us, take your time. Watch this broadcast from the beginning if you really want to understand what we discussed, okay? Like I said, I am just a bank for the diasporans, friends of Maiyegun. Diasporans for justice, friends of Maiyegun. You see that money? Not be only diasporans contributed it to. People in Nigeria, we contributed that money too. We managed to bring everyone to a conclusion that if we stay together, we can do a lot of things. That is what we have proved with this, right? And that's exactly what we are going to do, okay? So as we speak, apart from what I have paid out, there's no plan to pay anyone anything for now until I have more information. When I have more information about the release of Oloye, I will process them. I will come back here, share that with you, listen to your own opinion and suggestions on it, and then we're going to act based on that. Oloye Sunday Igboho remains our priority. Before any major fund is dished out or any major support is given, we will take care of Oloye Sunday Igboho's primary interests. Okay? It's just like I tried, or just like I did yesterday when the issue of his welfare came up. His wife, who takes care of him and all that, like I said, I made available ₦1 million for them. I didn't know that, definitely it was going to be out there yesterday. Now he's out. When I speak to him again, he will tell us, you know what I mean, what or where he would like us to do for him, and it will remain our priority. When that is attended to, another part that I think we should also pay our attention to is Baba Akintoye. Baba Banji Akintoye relocated to Benin Republic because of Oloye Sunday Igboho, right? And he was even advised to move to Port Novo, another country. Is that not Togo or something? He has to move to a neighboring country. When they realized that surveillance and all that coming after, their presence and all that was not viable or not safe. But something that we should all have in mind is this. Baba Akintoye is 87 years old. He left Nigeria, he left his wife, another professor that I've been told I would love to meet as well. Now, what happened to the welfare of Baba? Some people have been doing it. Some people, Baba even said, he said, my children, he's talking about his own biological children. He said, to God be the glory, they are well-to-do. Just like many of us who are Yorubas all over the world. They take care of their Baba. But imagine now that when Baba should be at home, resting, enjoying the fruit of his own labor and all that, he was there in Benin Republic. So if we call our own, if we call Maiyegun's Diary Politico fundraiser an intervention, then we should also think about what can we do to also support Baba's welfare in Benin Republic. And like I told you, I am not in any position to make any offer to anybody, but I'm in the position to stretch out my hand on your behalf and say, would you take our hand? We can help, no matter how little, like Tesco, every little help, right? And that's how I want everybody to see this, okay? We want to see this as a sort of a fund that we can use to touch and impact one way or the other in the activity of those who have dedicated their own life, their comfort, their safety, including their own economic survival and all that, for just this cause. You get what I mean now? So we'll be happy to help. And then, you know what I mean? We'll be happy to help. I hope I will be able to get to speak to Baba. And I'm saying it to all of you right now. I know you won't say no. But when I hear from them, I will be glad, right, to intervene on your behalf, yeah, in the welfare of Baba Akintoye in Benin Republic. Again, thank you for your time. I'm going to see you some other time. To everyone who shared the broadcast, those who called in, and everyone who also used their super chats and all that, you are all amazing. That's the way that they keep Maiyegun cool, right? That, yeah, and I'm so grateful to every one of you. So thank you. You all have a good afternoon. And I'm going to see you later. This evening. Safe.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Presido bá rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀, Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Maiyegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sè mọ́bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà. Àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o. Ẹ̀yin bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.